Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is official, we are getting more Wizarding World content as the streaming service announced a new TV series based on the Harry Potter books. The new Max original series will dive deep into each of the iconic books that fans have continued to enjoy for all these years. According to Casey Bloys, chairman and CEO of HBO and Max Content, the series will be faithful adaptation of each of the 7 iconic Harry Potter books. Despite earlier reports that each season focus on one book in the series, the project is now set to run for 10 consecutive years, which would seem to defy one season, one book assertion. For those of you who say Fantastic Beasts could be leveraged to provide 10 seasons over 10 years, WBD Brass said specifically during the announcement that Fantastic Beasts will not be part of this series. Whatever the case, Blois promised that as the company embarks on the new Harry Potter adventure, they will do so with full care and craft for this franchise. The series is expected to be on air in 2025 and 26, and given that Warner Bros. Discovery is embarking on a high-profile revamp of its streaming service, even changing its name from HBO Max to just Max, it's a pretty good bet that company wants Harry Potter's Wizarding World on the platform as soon as possible. As well as J.K. Rowling, whose production company posted a 74% drop in the last year. There will be new actors playing the series' main character, but it's unlikely anyone has been casted yet. In fact, Max's search right now is centered on finding a showrunner. Blois stated that they have been keeping a tight lid on their search for talent, opting to rely on their own internal process rather than reaching out to agencies. However, now that the news is public, they plan to expand their search and begin reaching out to potential candidates in the industry. As for the return of any of the film franchise stars like Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, Tom Felton, etc., never say never. It would be certainly a PR boost for the series, and while new actors will be cast in the primary roles, there are always flash forwards or the currently en vogue multiverse plot that could create space for more familiar faces. A deal for J.K. Rowling's involvement in the series had been the biggest hurdle in the past. The author has creative control over any exploitation of her work. That agreement has now been finalized. Rowling, Neil Blair, and Ruth Kenny Letts are executively producing alongside David Heyman, who developed the films. Rowling's Bronte Film and TV is producing with Warner Bros. Television. Bronte Film and TV was founded by Rowling and her literary agent Neil Blair in 2012. In a statement, Rowling expressed her enthusiasm for being part of a new adaptation and highlighted her appreciation for Max's dedication to preserving the integrity of her books. She noted that the long-form television series format would allow for a greater degree of depth and detail. Since Warner launched its streaming service, there has always been a goal to exploit Warner's biggest franchise for streaming. Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav, taking the reins after merger last year, met with Rowling several times in the UK. He's even spoken up in support of the author, who has been involved in an ongoing controversy over her comments on transgender issues. As for how close the author will be to the series, Blois said Rowling will be involved as she is an executive producer on the show. Her insights are going to be helpful on that. He was clear, however, the WBD wasn't entirely dependent on Rowling for the project. The spokesperson stated that although the TV show was new, the company had been in Potter business for 20 years, and they were comfortable in developing it more. Stated that Harry Potter will be the same scale as House of Dragon and Game of Thrones. He also added that the production budget will not be limited and will be increased as required to ensure a high quality show. Max and its then parent company Warner Media started to explore a potential Harry Potter TV series a couple of years ago. At the time, Warner Bros. Appointed Kids Young Adults president Tom Asham to manage the Wizarding World and Potter franchises, which includes theme parks, tours, and the $9.1 billion grossing theatrical library that spans over Harry Potter and spin-off Fantastic Beasts titles. Under that setup, Asham became Warner Media's senior rep in its relationship with Rowling and her representatives, and exploratory conversations for Max series got underway. After the Discovery acquisition was completed a year ago, that unit was disbanded, and Asham exited the company. However, the importance of Harry Potter has only grown post-merger. What do you want to see with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter? Let Screenscope know in the comments down below. If you want to be kept up to date with upcoming Wizarding World news, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, as we will be keeping a close eye on the Wizarding World from now on.